Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to do a video on my new personal sized Mr. Darcy in toffee. As far as my setup here, I just put down a blanket because I was kind of sick of seeing my dark brown table. It was very dark when I filmed, and I'm filming right now at night, which I usually do because it's the only time I have time. And I just have this here as a reference so I stay in frame. Unfortunately, I don't have a tripod yet, so I have to stay at my kitchen table. So my blanket is acting as my new background. Yeah, let me know if you like it better or if you want me to take it away or try something different. So I'm going to go over the setup of it first, and then I wanted to compare the leather a little bit to my other Mr. Darcy in toffee and the creme brulee, or now it's known as the cream. Just so that you can, if you're deciding or choosing a Mr. Darcy, you have maybe a little bit better idea before you go ahead and purchase one. So I have it. I've had this for about a week, and it's wearing in really nicely. It's surprisingly getting softer and softer each day, which is really nice. I keep squeezing it. And I have an inscription on the front, which is of course nice and crisp and beautifully done. And then the pen I'm using with it actually is a Pilot Precise V5 RT. This is the extra fine point. And I thought it was so funny. I was watching Doris Sanders' video yesterday, and it's the first person I've ever seen use this pen, and she said how much she loves it, and I was thinking the same thing, and I'm surprised I never heard anybody talk about it. It has that, I have no idea if that's in focus or not. It's like a super fine tip, and it's like a gel type pen, but I like the grip, and I don't feel bad having it around, and it's not so much not so time consuming as my TWSBI to have to unscrew and screw on and everything like that for having it on the go. And she said she got this recommendation from a 3rd grader, so I thought that was really funny. Okay, so if we go inside, I'm using it right now. I didn't intend on using this as a wallet, but I'd much rather hold this and carry this around a store actually than my wallet, even though it may be smaller. So I just put my debit cards in the front and my license here. And I know these are intended to go sideways, but I just have them both sticking out and they stay really secure. I also in the front pocket have just some cash. And yeah, it's really easy to have everything in the front like that, and I haven't had a problem with it as my wallet. I'm really bummed. Today I got a delivery from the Taroko shop, and they accidentally switched my zipper pouch that I was supposed to get, which is why I was waiting to make this video for a pencil board. But when I contacted them, they were really nice, and they said keep the pencil board as a little gift, and they're sending the zipper pouch right away. But that's the only thing I'll be adding to this once I get it, and I'll just keep I don't know, probably some adhesives and things like that, nothing special in it. So on my first elastic, I have this dashboard wrapped around my first insert. Dashboard is from Foxy Fix, and it's one of those interchangeable dashboards where you could change out the paper, which I think is an amazing idea. And this is really good quality. It's like really thick plastic or PVC. It's that flexible kind. And the paper, I had some old paper from the paper source, so I thought it was a nice way to dress it up. Then the first insert is just a brain dump. This is actually the insert that I did my Tim Holtz Distress Stain video in, and I didn't want to obviously waste the booklet just because I smeared some distress stains on it. So it's now my brain dump, so like any random scribblings that I either want to put somewhere else later or whatever, I just need to write something down, or shopping lists, I've been putting in here. And I have nothing. I attached what is that, sticky notes to this dashboard and with double-sided tape, and it came off fine, but I just didn't like having it there. I don't know why. I had that in my pocket set up. I have the same one in pocket, the same dashboard, but for some reason, you'll see I put my sticky note somewhere else later. I liked having it just plain. And actually, because this is the Le Petite size, I had to, if you can see, I cut like a little half circle with a hole punch here, because my inserts are the Chic Sparrow inserts, and they're a bit shorter than the normal the normal personal size insert. So in order for it to fit nicely and stay secure, I just cut that little half punch from a hole punch. And actually it hasn't moved, it hasn't slid around, so that worked out well. Piggyback to that front book, still on the first elastic, I have my, I'm calling it my permanent book. I don't know, anything that I have that I'd like to keep or archive, or project ideas or things like that, I have in here. The first page I'm not going to show you, only because it's a bunch of passwords and like my husband's social security number and mine. So yeah, this is where I put my sticky notes, and I like it a lot better. I actually cut these from regular size Target Dollar Spot stickers, and I just cut them lengthwise because they had a big banner at the top and made page flags out of them. And this I have as a key for the little tabs I've been using in this book. I've been making really, really tiny, if you could see, washi tape tabs, just so I can reference and get back to those things quickly, because I realize that even if I allot pages for things, I have no idea how many pages I'm going to need for each thing, like a video or something like that, or whatever, like a household project. I don't know if I'm going to need to do one later or whatever. So if I tab it, then at least they're somehow in a collection together and I could get to them when I need to. And that's just my key. It's just on a journaling card I put in there. And I'm going to paper clip these things back together. Okay, and then I also have birthdays and anniversaries in here just by the month, of just dates I want to remember. Holidays for 2016 and 2017, which I will later put into my planner. Sorry, those are addresses. I can't really show those. Just of my family and important addresses I'd like to have with me. I have my wish list, my husband's wish list, or whatever I thought he is wishing for. I put video ideas here. Favorite travelers, notebook shops, and yeah, this is the first tab that I did, which is a little blue tab, and all the blue tabs are going to be video ideas or video notes. I wanted to put here goals for the year, or like a mission statement, or just general goals that I'm aiming toward for the year, but I hadn't gotten around to doing that yet. This is the April quote challenge with hashtag quoted April. I haven't posted any Instagram posts or anything with it yet, but it's been really fun finding a new quote for each day and doing a little doodle around it. So I just guesstimated how many pages I would need for that and paper clip those together. These are just notes for this video that I was making. These are journal setup notes. I'm always thinking, or when I watch videos, I always get inspired by everyone else and their setup, so if I ever have an idea or something I want to try, it's nice to have it all together, so I mark that there. And anything having to do with the journal, I put this little green washi tab, and it's literally just a tiny piece of washi folded over onto itself. These are my online orders, and I'll check them off when they're received and the date that I ordered them. Long-term projects, I really just have one thing in here right now. It's for all my craft things. I want to get something that has cabinets because it looks kind of a mess sitting in the back of my living room on open shelves. So those are the dimensions, the max height and max width I could fit in the area. These are just some banners. I saw a video today from, I think, Studio Bass or something. She had a video on how she drew banners, so I thought that was really fun. It's nice to decorate with. And that's it in that book so far. My next book and my second elastic is the Chic Sparrow calendar insert, which I thought I would give a try, and I'm really liking it. I just have a piece of, I don't know what that is, acetate, is that what you call that? Just wrapped around to decorate the cover because I hadn't gotten around to decorating the cover yet. I also put a little half punch in there so it stays on the elastic better. So in here, I kind of set this up as I had my bullet journal in my pocket size. So I put my key here for what each thing would mean, and then she had these open in the front. She had two, one full spread of graph paper. So there I put my future log because this insert holds 4 months. So anything I put, it starts in April, so anything May on, so this holds 6 months for future planning because that's really all I need for future planning. And then this is the first monthly spread, and it's the April spread, and I just put the bills that I have to pay on here and any plans or birthdays on this. And then coming into, this is then like the list of the month, the days in the month. And then this is the master to-do list for April. So anything that's not like specific for the time, but I want to get done in April, I put on here. And then we're on what, the 5th today. So I've been just putting my tasks in each day spot because it's, what is this, a week on 2 pages. So I've been putting the tasks and checking them off in the slot, and I'm able to fit a week on 2 pages as opposed to a week on 4 pages like I did in my pocket size, and it's really nice to see the whole week out in front of me. One small dilemma I was running into is that on like my day off, which is Tuesday, I had a lot of things to do and not so much space here. And there were also a few other days that were kind of getting really cramped in here. So what I thought of doing was I actually have later a bullet journal insert. So I'm able to, I mark a star on that day that I am also doing in the bullet journal, and that just means that it's an overflow, or I'm going to lay it out there better so that I can have everything with a little more space and I don't feel so cramped, and it's easier for me to see if everything kind of stays in a list like this as opposed to like all over the place just trying to fill it in. So I think that'll work out well. It worked out really well this week. These are the book darts from, I saw on Carrie Harling's video, and the company's name is Book Darts. They're only a few dollars and they're awesome. They just mark where you are and they fit around 1 page. They're like super, super thin. They come in, I think, rose gold, brass, and silver. So that's what I'm doing for the weeks, the week on 2 pages. And here I'll show you how it looks when you first get it. So this is how it looks before the month, or sorry, wait. No, after the month. So here's the monthly, and I got the blank insert. I don't know if you can see it. And this is just where you put the month and then the days, whatever you want to list here. And then you fill in the calendar. And then this is the graph paper, which I had obviously my master to-do list, and then the list of days. And then there's your week on 2 pages, and you could start it however you'd like. And there's a little section for notes down here. My battery's flashing at me. Okay, hopefully I'll get this done before I have to charge it. But yeah, so that's been a lot of fun. I've been coloring it in with my Inktense pencils, and you're able to customize it really well. And then on the back here I just have a tracker, that it's a personal tracker that I just tipped in there. And then here is the bullet journal insert. So I just had this done for today because today is the only day that's been kind of busy. And it's a Tomo River paper insert, and it's really thin, and it has 48 pages total, I believe, but you barely know it's there. So it's perfect for this because it's really just an overflow book. I again put my key, the goals for this book, what I want to do in this particular insert. And then this was the bullet journal for today, and it laid out really nicely. I had plenty of room. Hi guys, sorry about that. My battery died, so I charged it just enough to hopefully get through the end of this video. So I think where we left off, I just finished with this was my bullet journal. Again, this is the Tomoa, I don't know how to say it, Tomo River paper insert from Taroko Shop, the personal size. And then on my last elastic, I have my my journal. So I just like to, I've been enjoying having a journal in the back of whatever book I'm using. I had it in my field notes, and now I have it in here. And this is just the Chic Sparrow insert. I put when I got the book, and then I've just been doing some writing, random whatevers from where I am that day. This is when I got my naked cow, my pocket size. I did some distress stains on stamps, and I posted that in the Facebook group yesterday, and it worked out really well. It was kind of cool, and you could even do different colors. And then I just have some prepped pages. And so that's it. And then in my back secretarial pocket, I have receipts. I have, these are the tabs that I'm going to be using in my permanent book, or if I need to tab something. So I just have that on a piece of cardstock. Some journaling cards and some awesome stamps. I think I'll show you guys, because I guess I'm sure you have it in your area. Then this is from the post office, the botanical art set. I don't know. They just got it in, they said, and it's really cool. They're really pretty flowers, and they're apparently paintings that they made into stamps. So if any of you have pen pals or like cute stamps, those are new. Okay, so then I'm going to quickly do the leather comparison, because I've seen a lot of questions on the Mr. Darcy leather lately. So a lot of people have asked if it's stiff like an American Dream, and I had an American Dream and I can tell you it is actually like stiff. I know the new formula, and especially from watching Allie Brown's video, it does not appear to be like that at all, but the old formula, it was very stiff, like there was no bend or give. Like this, you can see is like, here we go, super in frame, bendy and pliable. And actually I would describe this leather as actually like stretchy, and that's the major difference that I find with this, especially because I rolled it a little bit and it's like forming even nicer now around the inserts. Like you can see, like this piece is so bendable. And okay, granted this is a personal size, and here is my Mr. Darcy toffee in standard size. This has not been rolled. I used it probably once. The leather is quite a bit thicker, as you can see. I don't know if she uses thicker leather for the bigger notebooks. It's about the same thickness as my cream or creme brulee. And when you first get it, yes, this is definitely stiffer than this. This has been rolled a lot, but this is really pliable. But again, if I go back to my personal, upside down, and this one, like this one, if you take the leather and like stretch it, it stretches a little bit. I know that's silly, but like this one, if you put your thumb in it, you can actually see it change color and you feel it give a lot more. So I think that's why it breaks in so well, and why people say the more you use it, the softer it gets, because it really is forming around everything really nicely. You could see like how squishy it is if you squish it. Yeah, I would never describe the Mr. Darcy as stiff. For sure, it's not as like soft and bendable right out of the gate, but I think for sure it gets there with use. And this is a deluxe, and this is my creme brulee in classic. As far as to the touch, this is much slicker. You could see there's a bit of sheen on it. I think that goes away the more you use it. This is more, it's not like suede, but it doesn't have a slick finish. And this takes stains a lot more. Like if I got water on this, you would see, like you see some water spots actually on here, which I don't mind at all. But on this one, I've gotten like, it's been rained on, like poured on, and it doesn't show water spots. So I guess that's just the difference in this is a little bit more porous of a leather, I suppose. But yeah, if you were wondering if this is a stiff leather, I would definitely never describe the Mr. Darcy as stiff, especially once you use it and work with it. It really feels very luxurious when you're using it. And then I just wanted to show you guys the color. So this is the creme in creme brulee. This is the toffee. This is my other toffee, which is a little bit more tan. I've also seen toffees that are a lot darker than this, but this one's a little more red than this one. And then next to, I just want to show it to you, next to this, my pocket burgundy. So definitely not as dark as that, but you can kind of see the three together. And then here is the buttered rum. This is a non-tanned, barely used buttered rum. So this is like kind of what it looks like when you first get it. So I hope that helps you. If you had any questions about the leather or anything. And if you have any other questions about anything else, please let me know and I would be happy to help. But anyway, have a good night and take care.